Sorrow.
Vishaad means not just regret and sorrow. Yes, it's actually misery in life. Yeah. You will say, oh, I'm not miserable. But I'm just going to prove it to you, you are miserable. Each person in this room. Yeah. So, we will look within ourselves and recognize where we are. Yeah, most of us are on chapter 1 only. That's where we begin this journey. Then we move ahead with Lord Krishna's teaching and apply them. Gurudev gave us homework, no? Figure out in which chapter are you? Where are you? Yes? 99.99% people are in Vishaad. So let's see how. What was there in the beginning of this creation?
Nothingness.
Nothingness. What is that nothingness called?
Brahman.
Brahman. The Brahman consciousness, out of its own Maya, decided to divide into what?
Prakriti.
Prakriti and Purusha. What is Purusha?
Consciousness.
Okay. Just to make it easier for people who are here first time. You are made of matter and spirit. Yeah? So that is, spirit is a part of the consciousness. Consciousness is that larger supreme energy, and spirit is the drop of that larger energy. Yes? So, like electricity is the larger energy, and that little bit of electricity flowing through this bulb is a little drop in that whole pool of energy which is called electricity. Got it? Yeah. So we call it spirit or consciousness. Yeah. And this is Prakriti. Prakriti means, tell them in English.
Matter.
Matter. So we are not just a piece of flesh, right? I have the spirit within me. That is why I can say I am a living being. Yes. Now, does that mean a non-living thing does not have spirit?
They do.
It does. Yeah. Even this wall, even this paper, yeah. Though these are non-living objects, it has Purusha. Maybe 0.0001%, but it does have it. And we've all studied this in school. Potential energy, remember? Yeah, the potentiality in a non-living object, yeah, is the potential energy. That energy is nothing but Purusha. Purusha is nothing but energy. Yeah? Yeah. Now this Prakriti is comprised of what? 5 elements. What are the 5 elements?
Fire, water, earth, air.
Fire, water, air, आगे बोलो,
Ether,
ether and
earth.
earth. Go slow a little for the 5-6 people who are new here. Everything that you look around and see, whether it's a living or a non-living object, all of that is comprised of these 5 elements. Yes, this body, yeah, skin, bones, flesh, earth element. Yes, the blood in this body, lots of fluids, hormones, yeah, all that which is flowing in the body, water element. There is air, I am breathing in and out, air element. There is space inside this body. You know that, right? In that space only organs are there. Inside the organs also there's lots of space. Those who've done biology, yeah, know this. Yeah? Scientists have proved that you can actually smash this body, remove all the water, remove all the air, remove all the space and smash it up and put it inside a matchbox. Only that much earth element is there really, but it appears so much, right? Yeah. Why it appears so much? Because it's expanded by the presence of space inside. And in that space is a lot of air also. Got it? Earth, water, fire. How is there fire in the body? Yeah, there's a temperature in which this body can survive. What's the temperature range? 95 degrees around. Below that, what will happen to me? Get hypothermia and die. This body cannot survive under 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Do you know this? Yeah. What is the upper limit? 110. Beyond that, you cannot survive. So it has a temperature. What is maintaining this temperature of this body? The fire element. Got it? There's a particular temperature that this body can survive in. So I give you an example of a human body, how we have all the 5 elements. Like that, everything, even non-living objects, have some or the other permutation and combination of these 5 elements. Clear? Yeah. Now, these 5 elements are related to our 5 senses. Yes, come on, Ashtavakra people, Patanjali people, tell me. Fire element is which sense? Sense of sight. How sense of sight?
See the light.
Fire means light. Yeah. Light is because of fire. Sun is nothing but a ball of fire. That's how there is light. Yes. You cannot see without the fire element. Yes. Yeah. Sense of sight is related to fire. What is water element? Taste. Would you be able to taste if you had no saliva on your tongue? Yes. Without the presence of the water element, I would not have been able to taste anything. Air?
Skin.
Touch. Yeah. Without air, you would not feel touch. Yeah. It's not possible. Yeah. I feel hot, I feel cold. All this is because of the presence of air. Yeah. Ether means space. Yeah. Ether and space are used interchangeably. Yeah. The space element or ether element is sound. Yeah. Those who did their physics very sincerely, if you remember the resonating fork experiment you did in the lab, yeah, you require medium for the resonance. Yes, you require that medium is space. Yes, also in space, yeah, it is said when you meditate also, you actually experience the vibration of the sound Om. And in space also, the way the vibrations are, or the way the planets move, the way the earth rotates around its axis, the cycles per second is similar to the sound Om. It is the first sound of creation. So, sound is the space element. And earth, what is the 5th? Smell. You would not be able to smell without the earth element. Yeah. Clear? How 5 elements are related to the 5 senses? Yes. Now, Why were these senses given to us? Yeah, basic. To perceive data from my environment. To see, to hear, to touch, to smell. Yeah. When I get a bad smell, I don't eat that. I go away from that. Basic survival. That is why it was given to us. At least in the beginning of the evolution, when we came up the evolution, what did we start doing with these 5 senses? We have totally misused it, no? Oh, I see a beautiful red dress. I want that. Oh, his red car. I want it. What have I started doing? Perfect. So through my 5 senses, I have started craving for things. Yeah? Or I have started becoming averse to things. Yeah, I just gave you an example of sense of sight. It happens with sense of taste. I like this taste. I want this more. I want this more. I keep craving for it. My doctor says, no, it's not good for your health. But I crave for it and I keep eating and my cholesterol goes up and I am sick. Misuse of sense of taste. Are you getting it? Yeah. Sense of sound. It was given to me so I don't go and bash into a car. What do I use it for? Krishna said this to me. Krishna said this to me. Krishna is a bad person. Krishna said this to me. I can't sleep the whole night because my mind is going on and on and on, averse to what Krishna said to me. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Yeah? We have misused the 5 senses and created either a craving for them or an aversion. Yes? So, each of these 5 senses lead to raga or dvesha. What is raga? Like or craving. Yeah? I crave for something or I crave for a person. I crave for appreciation, sense of sound. I'm averse to criticism. Again, sense of sound. Are you seeing this? So either there is a craving or there is an aversion. Are you suffering from craving and aversions? You're in Vishaad. You are in Vishaad. Now what are the signs? Okay, now I recognize. Oh, I am suffering from a disease. Every disease has signs and symptoms. So there are 6 signs of Vishaad. What are the 6 signs? Kama. What is kama?
Desire.
It's not just desire, huh?
Lust.
Lusting for things, lusting for people. Yeah? Even sex falls under kama. Is just wanting something kama? Not wanting is also a kama with equal intensity. I don't want this, I don't want this is also a kama in the mind. How? A person who constantly is thinking about sex, yeah, even after having sex is constantly thinking about sex, indulging in pornography, he is in kama. But a so-called recluse who wears the orange robe and runs away to the Himalayas, he says, oh, I hate people who indulge in sex. I hate people indulging in sex. Oh, that girl and boy are holding hands and going there. They are bad people. You think this person is not in karma? He's constantly in karma. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Either you are for it or you are against it. You are in karma. Because that is the predominant thought in the mind, no? So I am in it. It doesn't matter whether I'm for or against. It's going on in the mind. The mind is not at peace. Yeah? Means it is misery. It is sorrow. Yes. Second, krodha. What is krodha?
Anger.
Anger. Are you suffering from anger?
Yes.
Don't have to tell me. Ask yourself. This is for yourself. This is your homework for tonight. Yeah? First is karma. Ask yourself, am I suffering from karma? These are the signs and symptoms of this disease, called Vishaad. Second is krodha. Third, moha. What is moha? Okay, severe attachment to a person, to a situation. Either you want it or you don't want it. Oh, I don't want anything bad to happen to my loved one. Oh, this fear is all the time in my heart. I am in moha. Got it? Not just for, even against is moha.
So moha can be for our own body or for others.
For others also, for loved ones also, no? My child, my child, my child. You can have so much moha. Yes? So you go within and see what moha I have. Yeah, we'll open up these things more. We'll talk more about this. But first you have to recognize. First step is you recognize what signs and symptoms you have. Yeah. Fourth is, you know now. Lobha. What is lobha? Greed. I want this, I want this, I want this. Yeah? Guruji said very beautifully, na? Love for a material object is greed. Yeah? Check within tonight. Tonight is checking, completely checking from top to bottom. Am I sick or not?
Or six.
Because I'm not in complete. Next, what is 5? Mad. Yeah, it's not mad, it's mad. In Hindi you will write it as ma and the with that little thing at the bottom. Mad is ego or arrogance. Oh, I know better. What does this person think about me? How can he say this? How can she say this to me? Ego. I'm suffering from arrogance. And last is matsar. What is matsar? Jealousy. Oh, he has that $1 million house. I don't have it. Oh, he has that car, or she has that jewelry, or whatever. That person has success. That person has a fantastic job. 6-figure salary, 7-figure salary. Matsar. Yes? So what is your homework for tonight? Your homework is to really introspect and see, do I have these 6 signs and symptoms? Yes? If you get an answer even for a single one, you are suffering from Vishaad. Yes? So today is just the diagnostic day. You do your own diagnosis, you be your own doctor, and tomorrow the treatment begins. Yeah? So early in the morning we'll do a treatment plan, starting with short kriya. So you don't have to do your short kriya before coming here. You come here and you do your short kriya. Yes? Throughout the day tomorrow, we will keep looking at all these signs and symptoms that we have identified within us. Yeah? Now you have been given 2 Ziploc bags. On one Ziploc bag, of course, both you write your name in small on the top, and on one Ziploc bag write Raga. And on the other Ziploc bag you write Dvesha. Those who want only the English words, the English is cravings and aversion. Yeah? And you will write all the ragas and dveshas that you identify. All the cravings. Yeah, I crave for his red car. Then that is matsar, jealousy. And it comes under raga. Yes? So you don't have to write it. What you will do, you will take these pages from here. Fold them and make really small chits. It is for you only. Very, very small chit. Yeah. And honestly, it is an exercise you are doing for yourself. Don't cheat yourself. I am not going to look at your answers. It is for you. Take this size of paper and write down whatever you are jealous about that person. Fold it up and put it in the bag. Yeah? Like that you could have about 100 chits by tomorrow morning. Yeah? See that your bag is full. The one who comes with an empty bag tomorrow morning is not serious about his own spiritual growth. Yeah? Because there's nobody here who can have an empty bag. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. You would be in Guruji's seat and teaching us how to get there. So your bag is not really empty. Yes, your karma bag is full. Honestly, look at yourself. Make as many chits as possible tonight. Pick up at least 5 pages from here and leave, and see that you complete all those 5 pages with at least 20 chits before you get here tomorrow morning. Yes? Everybody will have 20 chits? Are you serious about your self-growth?
Yes. Yes.
Yes? Good night. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.